So, what are my thoughts on Twitter? Twitter as a whole website. Uh, if I were to give it like a review, like a game or a movie, I would give it probably a 7 out of 10. I mean, obviously there's no perfect website, but it was pretty stable for the most part because it's very easy to get interactions than any other website. To do a few comparisons, Instagram is solely based on photos, and the more likes you have, the more you're probably able to get noticed. But that's the thing, if you're not popular, you're not going to be seen. If you go to something like, actually, I think we'll just stick with that, but, if you use something like Facebook, once again, you need lots of likes to be noticed. Twitter's a bit different because since it has the retweet feature, and yes, other sites do have a repost feature, it's more integrated in terms of conversation. I mean, if you look it up, they even describe, hey, this is how the website's supposed to be. Twitter is supposed to be a social app. Funnily enough, duh, it is. But it's more geared towards interactions with people. So that's why it's probably more easier to get noticed on Twitter as a nobody like me versus any other website. Going into what I think about it, I feel like it's a very, very, unfortunately, broken website. You could see where there's good people that just want to have fun and make content and speak the truth versus the bad people that are there to purposely spread misinformation and harm others. And the biggest thing that everyone says online is Twitter. Why won't you get rid of the Nazis, the pedophiles, the zoophiles, and basically people like that? And I'm not talking about political stuff, I'm not talking about left or right or anything, I'm just talking about those types of people that are on the website spreading those things. Because it's just, everyone knows it's just straight up wrong. Why do we have to deal with this? Why are these people still proudly parading around your website when innocent people, like me and you, have to deal with their dumb guidelines because we can't say the word kill, we can't say die, we can't use a gun emoji because all these things, are gonna hurt the big brand account's feelings. And this is where Twitter starts getting worse. They started bumping up their character limit. That's a good thing for everyone, because, everyone needs more things to say. But then things started going downhill when they implemented the hide comment feature. Because these big brands and accounts, when they say something dumb or stupid, or they know is controversial, someone's gonna say the truth, quote them or reply, and easily ratio them. If you don't know what a ratio is, basically, let me give you a quick example. So account A says, hey, I think black people are stupid. And account B says, wow, you're stupid. All people are equal. And what happens is account B gets more likes and retweets than account A because account B was telling the truth and being factual versus account A that was being stupid and just saying false information. But now, with the hide comment feature, account A can say something stupid, account B can reply, but account A can hide their comment and block them, essentially creating an echo chamber for themselves. But the funny thing is that everyone knows that hidden replies backfires because Twitter alerts you, hey, this tweet may have hidden replies, which is basically pinning the reply, which is hilarious. So that actually kind of backfired on itself because there's no point on hiding comments because it's going to alert everyone, hey, look, this guy hid something in here. He's ashamed of something. Or then again, it could also be gore or porn, which I have seen on occasion, which is very disgusting. The second thing that's been recently implemented, which is probably the biggest game changer, is the option to only let people that follow you or people that you mention be able to reply to your tweet. This creates the true echo chamber because you can say, oh, mention nobody, And then you can say, let's say for instance, oh, I think pineapple on pizza is disgusting. Well, now, since you have it set to mentioned only, and obviously, they mention nobody, that means everyone who is screaming at them can no longer reply, wow, you're wrong, no, pineapple is good. Pineapple is only good on this type of pizza, but no, that means nobody can say anything. Their point is out there, everyone is forced to read it, and they cannot fight back against it. Of course you can still quote it, but this means that you can no longer have angry replies when you say something people don't like anymore. Same applies now to the mentions features. You could have another echo chamber full of your cronies. So, maybe you're a YouTuber or someone dumb that's like, hey, for instance, just say, hey, I hate furries. I'm one, so why not? They say, I hate furries, and they tag all their friends to agree with them. They're like, yeah, and they start posting all this stuff. Yeah, they have sex with animals and beat them up and all this stupid stuff, and they have this long thread going back and forth. Well, since it's only them in their echo chamber, no one can fight back against what they have to say. Everyone has to see that now. But the biggest danger comes from the bigger accounts because, if an influencer or celebrity or something says something stupid, now they can hide it. They can, sorry, I'm also cleaning up my room while making this video. Not very good at multitasking, huh? But either way, like I was saying, they can start creating these safe spaces for themselves where they can say things without people, quote-unquote, attacking them. When we all know in reality, people are going to either A, quote them, B, screen cap their tweet and then say something, or C, go to an open tweet that is not locked and give them a piece of their mind. Either way, you can't hide communication from people. People are always going to find a way to get their voices heard. Even if you turn off comments on your replies. People that used Google Plus in the past know that this was actually a feature, but the thing was that it wasn't as toxic because it was already implemented from the start. People could, only mention their friends or only make tweets. And the thing was that that's good. If you're making an announcement, ooh, got something in my throat. If you're making an announcement for a game, let's just say, oh, such and such game is being released on December, and you don't want any replies, you just want to put the news out there, that's good. You don't need a ton of replies from different people saying things. All that matters is that you got your announcement out there. The problem is with Twitter's use of it is that people are just going to use it to say controversial things and hide behind a wall, versus making announcements and actually using the useful features. I talked a little bit too long about what I thought about that feature. Going into my overall review of Twitter, let's see what else there is. I feel like they have the best function for being noticed, though. I will say that. But when it comes to their guidelines, they are very broken. Because I have literally seen account after account get suspended. Because someone will say something, for instance, and if I'm able to pull on the screen, I'll put up an example. But someone will say something like, gay people should die. And then the reply of someone was like, what the heck? You're like, are you stupid? And what happens? The person that was speaking up got suspended or locked because Twitter's service is essentially broken. I can even use myself as an example. On my old account, I said, I made a joke about how a lot of people in the anime community support lolicon and basically just the porn of underage girls. Like, it's not right, and these people are making excuses. But I put that out there, and what happens? I get attacked by those people. And the thing is that I didn't say anything wrong. I didn't say anything against Twitter's terms of services. But what happened was that I got mass reported by people that didn't like me. And what happened was that it led to my account being taken down. The funny thing is that Twitter doesn't actually look into manually saying, oh, this person didn't say anything bad. Just people that didn't like him just mass reported his account to get rid of it. And that's just the most broken thing about Twitter. Their guidelines are very, very dumb and stupid. But it's just funny. You'll see the bad guys stay up while the good people get shot down and lose their accounts multiple times. Let's see. Going after, looking in terms of what I wish they would fix, I kind of wish they would ease up on their terms, have more manual reviews. It shouldn't be so easy to get someone suspended by someone that doesn't like you. That's a big problem. Because all that leads to is you need lots of people to follow your account so that you can easily mass report someone. So, what is my overall ranking? As I said in the beginning, I give Twitter about a 7 out of 10. You know, it's the whole interface is for the most part easy to use. Getting noticed isn't too hard. It thrives on interactions more than just mindlessly having people like your tweets, which is good, you know, instead of having a bot, you know, people that buy followers and likes and stuff to falsely inflate their account. But, you know, the cons of it is that, unless you're just an average Joe that just, you know, says a thing or two a day, and you don't do much, you're pretty much fine. As soon as you start saying controversial things, and I mean controversial in the terms of truth, as in like, hey, bad people don't belong on the internet, you will quickly find out that those bad people will find you and try to attack you. But, you know, you can't win them all. So the best thing to do is just enjoy your time on the internet. Don't take it too seriously. And just try to make all the friends you can, because that's all I do when it comes down to it. You know, now if only I could figure out how to use Reddit properly, you know, then maybe I could really start getting popular. But then again, I am not too big of a fan of farming for karma. Ugh. Anyway, this has been one of my first, I don't know if I'm going to make a video like this again. They're fairly easy to make, but I'm not sure how keen people are on listening to me just ramble for a bit on a specific topic. But, you know, if it works out, I'll try to do more of this. Maybe I'll even try to script it or make some notes. Either way, this has been a Tay Talk. And hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one.